For today's video, we have some incredible tomahawk steaks. One is 30 days wet aged and the other one is 60 days dry aged. We're going to sear them up and talk about the flavor. This is going to be a fairly fast cook. First there's going to be a smoking session and then I'm going to get the coals super hot for fast searing, so I'm going to use the FOGO Premium Charcoal. For a big steak like a tomahawk or any steak that is at least an inch thick, I definitely recommend to reverse sear it. That is to smoke it first at a low temperature of 225 degrees until it hits an internal temperature of 115 degrees. And then bring up the grill temperature and sear the steaks, flipping them over frequently for an even crust and to avoid overcooking them. Alright guys, we're back again at Herman's house today. Thank you so much for having us. And an amazing cut of beef basically. Check this out. Tomahawk steaks. What do we have here today?
We have two different kinds of tomahawks. They are both USDA prime. The main difference is that this one has been dry aged for 60 days and this one is wet aged for 30.
Okay, cool. How can you tell the difference?
By taste. First thing, you're gonna
good.
feel a nutty flavor on this one and a regular age on this one. To differentiate it visually, basically the bone, you can see it has some, let's call it rotten on the outside. Yeah. Then this one and the smell. Yeah. Once you smell it, you're gonna smell that nutty flavor, almost cheesy.
Yeah, this bone is a little bit more.
Since this was dry aged in Chicago, you can smell a very cheesy flavor on it.
Okay. Yep. Can I try?
Of course.
Oh yeah, you have a little bit, huh? I don't get it too crazy, not too
You'll
strong,
taste
but
it.
it's good, yeah.
Once it's good, since it's absorbed the flavor from the charcoal.
This is like 30 days?
That's 30-day wet age.
Wet age, okay. All right,
this is dry age.
Let's cut it up. Let me just cut it into like little pieces, right?
Yeah.
There you go. You're gonna have to let it breathe a little bit just to get that color. There you go. You see how it's getting redder and redder? Perfectly cooked, medium rare. Look at this. Really nice. It never fails, you know, like the indirect smoking sort of first, and then just searing it on the hot charcoal just for a few minutes.
Some people prefer to put foil on the bone to prevent this. Not me. I like this.
Well, it looks good.
I like the burnt color on the steaks and especially on the bone. I think it looks better than.
Wait, I didn't want to mess up the bones. It goes like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Let's cut this. Check this out. Wow. Looks pretty amazing. There you go. Just a few pieces. And there you go. This one looks a bit redder, or it has been exposed to oxygen a bit longer maybe, right? It will,
probably.
This probably will get red.
If you give it this one a couple of minutes, it'll probably turn like that one. But once you taste it, you're gonna see that there's a big difference between each other.
You know, you say both of these steaks are choice, but you know when we saw them raw,
they're both prime, USDA prime.
Oh, prime. Okay, okay. All right, let's go for it. try this one. It's a 30-day wet aged. This is good. Super beefy, super tasty. It's awesome.
You can taste the FOGO in it.
You think?
You can tell when
And this is
good
good.
charcoal
Yeah.
is being used.
No. No, I really like this. This is great, yeah. I mean, this is a great steak. This is what you get in most restaurants, right? I mean, nicer restaurants.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
30-day aged.
Totally.
And most is probably like wet aged. It's probably not dry aged.
If you go to a really good restaurant, yeah.
Yeah.
Most restaurants, the thing about the business is that the beef business is that most industries they want to skip this step
Yeah.
because it takes longer for the producer to put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's
Faster
money.
they can turn it.
Yeah.
the
So
more
it's,
money they
it's
can
money that it's been hold. So they would rather have it going faster.
Yeah.
It takes time, but I think it's totally worth it.
Yeah, totally
It's
worth
a
it.
difference between a $100 steak in a
Yep,
steakhouse against a $60 steak.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, check it out. Check out the coloring now that this has been exposed to oxygen for a couple of minutes. Look. It's basically both are cooked to perfection. This one, the 60-day dry aged, almost a little bit better, you know, has a little bit less of the gray bands on the outside.
Try it out.
Let's try that. So we should feel a little bit more funkiness, nuttiness, mushroominess.
It's a stronger flavor. It's a more beefy flavor in it. It adds a lot of tenderness also.
I feel juicy too. A lot of juices.
Yeah. Wet age, it adds tenderness to the beef, but not flavor. The dry age adds flavor and tenderness to
Yeah.
the beef. And the closer you go to the bone, the more richer the flavor is gonna feel on the dry age.
I mean, these were both great. I mean, I'm gonna have to have another one. Let's see. I mean, tender. Yeah, look, it's just it pulls right apart, and it's pretty tender. And I cut this thick.
Try this part.
Closer to the bone, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for it. This is juicier.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It's just like bursting. Once you put it in your mouth, like all those juices come out.
exactly.
Incredible. Yeah.
Later
I mean-
for the dog.
So, I mean, who do you normally see? You know, what kind of customers buying this? You know, who are the people that are asking for like a tomahawk steak? Or who do you recommend it to?
The tomahawk steak, it's a piece of meat that it's for showing off.
Yeah.
This is
This is
something
basically just a ribeye steak.
it's a ribeye attached to the bone,
Yeah.
and at the end, yes, you're paying a little bit more because of a bone, but it's gonna be more impressive than a regular steak. I usually recommend the customers up from Meat and Bone to get a cowboy steak, unless
Yeah.
they want to impress the ladies or
Yeah, I mean,
their boss. And
look at
then in
this.
that case, pay a little bit extra for that extra piece of bone.
No.
A cowboy steak will be the bone from here down, French, which means clean,
Yeah.
and the tomahawk is just the rest of the bone.
I love it. I mean, there's something about it to be able to hold your steak by the bone and just dig in there.
Like a man.
All right. No, I mean, I think especially in nowadays day and age, you know, Instagram, Facebook, everybody likes to take a picture of their food, and this just makes for a real nice presentation.
It's
you know, like
amazing.
a regular ribeye, it's nice, but you know, it's
It's a
kind of
ribeye.
boring a little bit. So having like a big old bone on it really takes it to the next level. But it's the same steak.
It's funny, but sometimes you put a ribeye next to a tomahawk. You give from the same cow, same
Yeah.
cut. You give them to try, and they always say, "Hey, yeah,
This is better."
The tomahawk is way better." It's a matter of brain
Perception.
work.
Yeah. All right. Which one did you like better? You know, if if you were to eat like a steak, everyday steak or special occasion steak, which one would you choose?
It's a matter of taste. Some people love dry aging, and they would get dry age
every day.
Every day, or whenever they get a chance. I like to shift between them.
Yeah, try different things.
Yeah, I like on a daily basis. I like a regular wet age. Then if I for a special occasion every now and then, I like the strong flavor of of dry age.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's different levels of dry aging. We on Meat and Bone we sell the 45 plus. We usually take it up to 60 days, but you can take it to 90 days, and the more you leave it, the more flavor is gonna get.
Yeah.
But there comes a
funkiness
point.
Also, right? Yeah.
There comes a point that people stop liking the flavor. So it's a matter of finding the right balance and finding what you like.
Yeah. You know how I kept saying this is really juicy. You think that once it's dry aged for 60 days, it loses a lot of moisture, right? That kind of the meat shrinks a little bit, but it's like more concentrated.
The juices are inside. Everything. The dry aging creates a crust that protects the meat from the outside, and that juice, that flavor is just concentrated there.
Okay, yeah. Because it's incredible. I really feel. I think I like this one better. The 60-day dry aged. It's amazing.
This is a pretty good piece of meat. Yeah.
All right. I think this was a pretty educating and entertaining episode, and I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, please don't forget to subscribe and check in again next week for our next episode. Thank you, Herman. See you again next week.
Thank you.